Hi, I'm Ryan with the Neville Public Museum. Here today with our famous dinosaur statues that have been here at the museum for a number of years. And a lot of people come to the museum and they see these statues and they say, hey, awesome, where are the dinosaurs? But we actually do not have any dinosaurs on display at the museum. And people always ask, well, why is that? Well, I'm here to tell you about that today. The reason is that there has never been a single fossil from the time of the dinosaurs found in the state of Wisconsin. And because our museum is really focused on telling the story of the region that we live in, we don't have any of those things on display. So why are there not any fossils, right? There may have been dinosaurs that lived here. Certainly, at least some animals and plants lived here during the time of the dinosaurs. But what happened to all their fossils? And that's what I'm really here to talk about today. Now, the other thing is that a lot of people want to see these dinosaurs. So what we can do, even if we can't display dinosaurs that lived and died right in this very spot, is bring in traveling exhibits that tell us all about these famous prehistoric creatures. And we're going to see some of that in the video today too when we check out our newest traveling exhibit, Amazing Dinosaurs, which is here in the year 2020 over the summer and fall. So you can check out that exhibit if you can come to the museum and learn all about those animals. So the main reason that there are no dinosaur fossils that have ever been found in the state of Wisconsin is because of things like this that I'm standing right underneath. This is the ice cave, the entrance to the main exhibit up here in the museum, and it represents these big pieces of ice that used to cover Wisconsin called glaciers. And some of these big pieces of ice could be up to a mile thick in some places, maybe even bigger. And what would happen is as snow piled up, these glaciers would grow. The snow would kind of snow on top of the glacier and the sides of it would spread out. And then when it got warmer, they would start to melt and it would release all this water and cause massive floods. And it would look like the glacier was shrinking. And these things would get bigger and smaller over the course of thousands and thousands of years. And eventually what happened is if this glacier got to your neighborhood, it would flatten everything in its path. They would move very slowly, but any hill or mountain or valley would just get smoothed over like a giant iron. And what happened is that in Wisconsin about 2.5 million years ago, when the Great Ice Age was kind of beginning, these glaciers covered what's now the entirety of our state and a bunch of other states in our area too. And they kind of just pushed through all the rocks that were here and smashed everything into just smithereens. So even though there probably were animals, maybe even dinosaurs and plants from that time period that were fossilized here, all those fossils would have gotten destroyed. So it's a little bit of a bummer that these glaciers kind of eliminated all evidence of dinosaurs and other animals from that time period in our area. But the good news is that they did create lots of really cool lakes and rivers, the nice landscape that we see in Wisconsin. All those things were created by the glaciers. So I guess it's a little bit of a trade-off. So because the museum doesn't really have any dinosaur fossils from this area, one of the things that we try to do is bring in traveling exhibits that can teach everybody in the community about these awesome animals. And I'm sitting in our newest dinosaur exhibit, which is called Amazing Dinosaurs. And there's a lot of stuff you can do. One of the things that I really like about this exhibit is that there's a lot of hands-on things. You can discover your own fossils. You can go around and get really hands-on with a lot of these animals, seeing life-size and of course miniature things from these huge animals. But there are some things like this guy right here that are life-size. So you can really get an idea of the scale of these giant animals. And this exhibit is going to be here at the museum from now, so the summer of 2020 all the way through the fall. So if you get a chance, you can come on down to the museum. If you're watching this exhibit, of course, we're living in the COVID-19 pandemic, so we suggest you go to the museum's website and purchase some tickets ahead of time, or you can check out our free night, which is the first Wednesday of every month. And for the next couple months at least, it's not just free night, but it's all day free Wednesday. So that first Wednesday of the month, you can come and check out this exhibit. There are limitations on how many people can come in the building at one time. So you may have to wait in line outside until you can get in. We're not sure how busy it's going to be, but if you want to come at one of the other times and purchase tickets online, you can reserve a half-an-hour spot to come in and check out this exhibit and the other exhibits that we have on display too currently at the museum. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you get a chance to come see the dinosaur exhibit, and hopefully you know a little bit more about why it is that we don't normally have dinosaurs on display except for our statue friends outside. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you soon.